What's up, guys? Again, welcome back to the channel. Now, another topic I want to talk about today is the actual reason why Stonebwoy failed to perform on the same stage with Shatta Wale at the Salahfest, the Abeka edition. Now, I know out there a lot of people are saying quite a lot of reasons, and I'm here to actually look at it from multiple angles. I agree with Stonebwoy for boycotting the show to a certain degree, and here is my reason. When you carefully look at the event itself, we don't know what the agreement was between Stonebwoy and the event organizers, right? So even if one thing I can say for sure is that from all the information we have, it looks like it wasn't a paid show. So they were all going to do the show out of goodwill based on friendship they have with Baba Sadiq. That is what I think is. No one was paid for the show. So if you were not paid for a show, you can equally say you won't perform again. However, when we look at it from the angle of I offer you a service, you offer me one, then of course, if I have supported you in a long time to help build your career in ways possible, those that are public and those that are not public, I'm speaking from the angle of Baba Sadiq, then Stonebwoy boycotting the show is wrong. However, that is not the angle we are going to look at it from. We are going to look at it from the angle of Shatta Wale, because Shatta Wale said that Stonebwoy didn't come for the show because of him. If Stonebwoy didn't come for the show because of him, there is only one angle to it, which is very sad actually. That is the angle of politics. Now, the reason I'm saying is the angle of politics is because there were two shows organized. One at Abeka, which belongs to Baba Sadiq. And then there's another one, which is the actual Salahfest that happens in Nima all the time, right? Now, from information gathered, it seemed the main organizers behind that of Nima are influenced somehow or have connections to the current government, the NPP. Baba Sadiq, we know, is also standing for the NDC ticket to become a member of parliament for his area, I think Okaigwe South or something. Now, I don't want to believe that Stonebwoy chose not to perform at Abeka for Baba Sadiq because of politics. But as it stands, that is the only thing I can link to it. And why is that? Number one, there were two shows, Abeka and Nima. Stonebwoy performed at the Nima branch, but didn't perform at Abeka. Shatta Wale, on the other hand, performed at both sides. That alone kills the notion that Stonebwoy didn't come for the Abeka show because of Shatta Wale. Because if Shatta Wale performed at both sides, of course, Stonebwoy has intel that Shatta Wale will be coming to the Nima side too. So if that is the case, then number one, we can debunk the issue of Stone not coming to that side because of Shatta Wale, right? And even if that is the case, then there could be other organizational meanings to it as well from Baba Sadiq and his camp and those who organize the whole thing. Another angle we can also rule out is the fact that maybe security wasn't that good, right? Now, when we go back in time with the message Sammy Banflex brought out some time ago regarding what Mercury Okwe said when Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy were all billed for the Ghana DJ Awards, right? He said that the police are saying that there should be heavy security and they should also get approval from the police for them to check if it is possible for them to perform. As it stands now, I don't know if this is fully true or not, but if that is what we are going with, then of course, the security that we might have had at Salahfest, Abeka, will be the same as the one in Nima. And so where is the actual line, when it comes to security? This is what I think, and this is what I think going forward might help both camps. Stonebwoy has proven to us that he can't put his emotions under control. We've seen with the gun, we've seen with the slapping of Sarkodie's manager. So first of all, with the gun for Bulldog, with the gun at the VGMA, with the gun at the VGMA, gun with Bulldog, beating his former beatsmaker Beats Dake in the studio and ransacking the whole studio, and also going further with Sarkodie's manager and slapping. Of course, there are some other things that might have not made it to public, right? But Stonebwoy has shown us that he cannot trust himself when it comes to his emotions. And so from that angle, it is wise for him to stay away from performing with Shatta Wale on one stage. It helps everybody, because if he knows he can't control himself and something might happen, then I fully support Stonebwoy to stay away, from performing ever with Shatta Wale on any stage. If it's a paid show and you are saying that you're not going to perform because this artist is there, it is solely up to you. Now, the event organizers will decide which ones they want to go with, right? Another interesting angle to this whole thing, which I think is crippling and is going to destroy our industry, is the fact that Shatta Wale's booking for the Salahfest was last minute. Most of the shows we've seen around town have been last minute. DJ Awards, for example, was last minute. Does that mean that when they booked Stonebwoy for the show, they weren't seeing the numbers? There was nothing going on that indicates that on the day of the show, they will actually galvanize the support they need to make the event successful? If that is the case, they will always want to go in for Shatta Wale, because they know it is proven that Shatta Wale, even when you announce him a week prior to the show, 2 days prior to the show, people will turn up in their numbers to come, right? If this is the case, then it's not helping us. It's not even helping the brand Shatta Wale, because then every single time, people will not connect with the two artists with the graceful period, to deliberate and talk about proper event planning and put in security checks. Maybe reach out to both camps and say, hey, you guys are both going to perform. Which side would you like to be on? What are the security protocols we want to put on? It is easy to say that, hey, we want Stone, we want Shatta Wale. It's non-negotiable. We are going to get you both on stage. We will pay you whatever amount you want, but give us your security protocols and we'll make sure we make it work so we can host the two of you, right? But if one person says, no, I'm not going to do it, then of course he's not going to do it. But for us to not give the artist ample time to talk about some of these things, or to even put things out there to market the shows properly, sometimes I think it's not even about the artist. Some of the events promotions do not even market the show very well and hope that by just announcing the artist, the show will just sell by itself. But it's not like that. It's not always going to be like that. And so this last minute thing of we putting Shatta Wale on last minute is not helping. Now, the sad part of this whole thing is that if it is true that Stonebwoy decided to perform in Nima and not Abeka because of politics, then of course our industry is doomed. When you actually think about it, we do not have an industry, because everyone is doing things solo, and gradually the collective, the individual accolades are becoming a collective of an industry's success. That's what it looks like. We have an industry, right? But it is quite sad the way things are going in general. It is very sad. And if Stonebwoy decides to boycott because I don't feel I want to associate my brand to Shatta Wale's brand, that is fair enough. If Stonebwoy feels that he can't control his emotions and that's the reason why he's going to stay off from Shatta Wale's brand, that is fair enough. If it is because of politics, then it is sad, right? It is very sad because it's not going to do any good to us. But then again, if it is politics again, of course, where you align yourself to and where you get your money and you get your connections and you get your bidding, of course, you have to always adhere to what they say. And so I'm not angry that Stonebwoy decided not to go for the show. I'm not at all angry. Maybe he could have communicated his ways better to the event promoters, because from sources, when they reached out to him, he wasn't saying anything to them either, right? And so I would have wished that he communicated his stance more with them or to them, right? When we look at the whole thing, maybe event promoters should, one, contact both artists with a grace period, a good amount of time for them to see how best they can work together in a good way. These are two big artists and they have following and people listen to them. What we are doing is gradually, this negative narrative from the media that always sticks to one side when an issue comes on. We are gradually pushing negativity into the hearts of many people who follow this artist. And one day, it might explode. That is one thing we want to avoid for sure. So on Shatta Wale's part, he wants to perform on any platform because he wants to give people pure entertainment, right? I mean, you would want to always be on any platform when you are called, right? But that not being said, Shatta Wale can also not control what he says on stage, right? If Shatta Wale is told what to do, he follows suit. If you look at the All African Games, he was given a guideline, he followed it. When Shatta Wale performed at the Glow CAF Awards in Nigeria, he was given a guideline, he followed it. Now, any major show Shatta Wale has been on, when you give him a guideline, he follows it. He doesn't go out there saying anything. Shatta Wale usually will say any and everything when the stage is open for whatever he has to do. But when he's giving clear guidelines, he doesn't. But if an artist feels that X artist cannot control his utterances on stage, and so because of that, I'm not going to be on stage, it's also fair enough, right? Because for sure, it's about making sure that we are creating a positive impact for the entertainment industry for the future. What we see now is what will build the new music industry we are hoping to see in the future. No, it's going to come from these people. And so, guys, let us hold it cool over there. No one hates anybody. We are all trying to look forward to the future in a very good way. Let me know what you think about the two shows in the comment section below. Why you think Stonebwoy didn't attend the Salahfest at Abeka, and also what you think about Shatta Wale and his utterances about Stonebwoy, about why he didn't come. Once again, my name will forever remain Modine. Like I always say on this channel, it's always about positivity. If anybody comes to you with a negative vibe, turn around with a smile and say, peace out.